Right, so our stream is up now, so good evening everyone, good to be back, away from the sick bed from Russia, so I'm back now with joining Matt back in the booth for the Spanish Grand Prix here in F2. Sadly, as you can see, it's a bit of a small grid tonight, but we'll hopefully have a good race. Matt, I want to say hello to everyone on the way in.
Hello everybody, and hello Simo, glad you're feeling better. Welcome back to the booth.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here. Taking in these nails. It's very overcast today.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick check of... And indeed it is overcast on the weather.
Oh, you got the weather on your telemetry too?
Yeah, it tells you what you got the air temperature, track temperature, weather. It's a good little system once it's up and running.
Well, cloudy usually means a little bit more grip on the track, so...
Yeah, so who's come out? There's quite a few of them come out, so I'm wondering if there's a bit of rain forecast towards the end, because there's quite a lot come out. What tyres have they come out on?
And a lot of them are on supers.
Ah, that suggests there's some kind of wet around. So they were asking whether we'd get a wet F2 race or a wet F2 quali. Looks like we are going to get one. So in fact, FIFA's come out on the mediums. J has come out on the mediums. Everyone else on the supers. So I guess they're just getting the feel for it.
I believe KLC is the first car out too.
Yeah, I followed KLC around in his Sauber. Let's just get these last few names in.
While you're on board with him, I'll go over the top 5 in the point standings.
Yeah, that's all.
As we head into today's race. We have Cherry Tupai leading the points with his win in Brazil and podium last week at Russia with 33 points. QPR Beast has 2 wins and a DNF, so hopefully he doesn't continue with the pattern, because that would be a DNF today. He has 32 points in second. Jay has 26 points in third. Ugi is in fourth with 20. And tied for fifth is FIFA and Gamer Paco with 14 points apiece. So, kind of tight at the top.
Yeah, right. The constructors not so much. The Mercedes are running away with their bit in the constructors.
Yeah.
But we're all familiar with that these days. So.
Yep. Except usually they're not first and second in the point standings. They're usually first and third or first and fourth.
Yeah. Whatever are you saying about Bottas? That's terrible.
Yeah, he had a chance to win a couple races this year and had some bad luck. Oh, KLC loses the back end.
Bit of a moment there. It's this last sector. This curb here on the left is vicious, coming up to turn 11. Takes a very wide berth in that one. You don't want to be hitting it. It does send you off.
I get sent off trying to not hit it because I'm coming at a bad angle.
And the world's worst chicane, and in fact it runs a bit wide. And he'll get us started. So we'll see. Poe, I think, is next across the line. Oh no, he's going in the pits. Gamer Paco. FIFA's had a moment. He's gone round, and he's going back into the pits. So I'm not sure what's happened at the end of the lap there for FIFA, but
Lewis had a moment as well, but he straightened it out. I'm sure he'll come back to the pits.
I think he might have broken his wing. Let's see who else is on one.
Yeah, FIFA was missing some end plates on the left side.
Yeah, Verstappen is coming across the line. And he will go 17-8.
Oh, Lewis retired too. English is hard. The last couple races I've streamed that he's been in, Lewis has started from the back and worked his way through for some decent finishes, so that might be what he's going for today.
Well, if it's a dry race anyway, he'll get the fresh tyres to choose from, but it's not a huge grid, so you're not fighting too much from the back. Let's see who else is on a lap. Some KLCs coming in the pits.
Oogie.
So where is Oogie at the minute? He's just started his lap. Gamer Paco comes in, so we'll go in a ball with Oogie.
Yeah, he's 2 tenths up after the first second.
Yeah. And he
That's
was
cool.
saying in the chat before, even he can't manage a one-stop on the Super Soft, so that's how much of a pointless tyre they are here.
Yeah, what'd you say in your race yesterday? One person was on supers?
One person was on Supers here in quali.
Yeah, we had one person in that Ford with supers.
Yeah.
And he tried to go 25 laps on a mediums, got a puncture in the final corner, but still finished third.
Double third. Yeah, in fact, Shoaib in F5 also came third, so it apparently start Super Softs go third. There it comes.
To the line.
Oh, he'll go up into third. So, there's a few retirements going on. So we're already down to 10 runners in this quali session.
Everybody gets points. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Wrong part. Oh, Nick retired under his own power because Cherry just passed him.
Jay looks like he's about to line up a lap. So. But then he is on the mediums and... No, he's going to go in the pits.
Nope.
He's practicing lining up a lap then. I don't know why he was going on... oh, Fletcher's gone very wide.
Nick says in the chat there's going to be a restart.
Oh, okay. We should load my chat. Oh.
Paul
says
has tire glitch.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Game hasn't given me softs. Alright, very good.
Yeah, in F6 we had a restart as well because Juho had a glitch setup or something that gave him 2-2 wings, which obviously around Spain is hell.
Yep. Yeah, well, while they're doing that, I'll see if I can find my chat box.
Actually, I need to link my chat. I have like a chat thing for Twitch. I need to link my YouTube to it as well, so they both go into the same thing.
Yeah.
I did finally get that part I ordered, so I could use the Ethernet cord on my laptop. I got the USB adapter, so
Oh, excellent.
if I ever find a day where I'm not working, I'll test it. Oh, and there's the new invitation. Yes, you do, Lewis. Yes, you do. Oh, this loads up. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back.
Good to see everyone's taken the news of the restart well in the F2 chat.
Yep. And the stream chat.
Yeah.
Hashtag we want Froome. It's funny. I already invited you, Nick.
Yes, it might. Yeah, so with Cherry, it might be his fault, but you never know with this game. It gives you all sorts of stuff. Still, plus we'll just have to fill in time until it's time to everyone to run the softs again. But
And hello, FIFA. Good luck.
do you have a knack for who's who in the chat? Because
Yeah, 7 Mood.
yeah,
There, that's FIFA. He came into one of my streams the other day when I was just playing something random.
right. Now that one's Lewis, isn't it? Gaming Central. So shall we keep an eye on him?
Yep.
Let's put some commentators' pressure on him.
Yeah.
And if you can give
All
us
the
something
pressure.
dramatic.
Oh, the pressure's on you, Lewis. Oh, it looks like it's cloudy again. Oh, at least the restart came like 5 minutes into quality, not like a minute left.
Yeah. Someone fired the engine.
It looks like a Ferrari's getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
Actually, both of them are coming out.
Let's see. Nick's on. Let's get the tyres again. But we know it's overcast all the way through the session this time, so. So who got out first? Looks like it was Poe.
Hello, Jack, and hello, Josh. So he said Poe's first one out.
Poe was the first one out, yeah. And then Lewis is right behind him.
Teammate?
No.
Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking Kelsey's Lewis for some reason.
Oh.
Never mind.
We might just follow this Haas around.
Yes. All the pressure, Lewis.
That's an interesting question. How are you two commentating?
See, he hit the share button.
Yeah.
And, oh, just kidding. I'm doing fine, Josh. How you doing?
Yeah. Ah, so I thought it was just we bribed the league directors. That was how we're commentating.
Yeah, that is true. I did send in that fruit basket.
Whoa.
Whoa. He almost did it before he started the lap.
Certainly went for that one. I'm glad we stayed. Well, I can't leave this one now.
It's going to happen on that curve you were talking about earlier.
Oh, down at turn 11. Yeah, that's got a good chance. Oh, he's going for this one.
Whoa. His car's a bit back end happy.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Oh, obviously the mediums are still going to be cold a bit, so...
Whoa!
Oh, there it is! Somehow no damage.
Shouldn't laugh, but that was beautiful.
I think you might need to lower the ballast a bit, they can't.
Yeah, a bit late for it now, yeah. There's not a lot he can do now.
Yeah, let's go back to Poe. Should be finishing his lap soon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there he is, going around the final chicane. One of the worst corners in F1.
I agree. I spun my tires during the restarting I ruined on Saturday.
It's so... Probably not just F1, just in general. It's horrible on GT Sport as well. It just doesn't go with the track at all. So.
Yeah, those cars seem like a brick when you're trying to turn them. Or at least on a stream it looks weird when they're turning.
You must be focusing on the wrong cars. I'm sure Dre makes it look like an absolute dream to drive.
But he's usually so far ahead, it's not worth putting him on straight.
Yeah.
FIFA with a 29.7 there, that's still quicker than my time trial time. So.
Nice. So we're definitely going to have to make sure we watch Lewis's next lap. In fact, he is going for it. I say he's got no damage. But...
He is lucky. He hit the wall and then the car like drove against it for a while too. Here we go. Will he make it through this time? Yes. But these two corners here are the ones I was talking about. Did it no problem.
Better.
Oh.
Oh, whose car was that?
That was Cherry. He spun off the curb and he drove away just in time.
So I thought I saw a car going the wrong way.
That was good awareness by Cherry to drive backwards like that to avoid being in the way because his car was just spinning down the hill. Lewis with a 17.999. We almost got an 18 flat again.
We only deal in flat laps around here, don't we?
Yeah. Was that Brazil? I
think so, yeah.
Fletcher's about to start a lap. In the Williams.
Yeah. Let's have a quick look on Fletcher then. Yeah, we think you might have a bit of high ballast there, Lewis, but it's entertaining too.
Ran out of fuel in the last corner. Oh, so you would have been at least third then.
Let's see, how's this lap of Fletcher? No, it's not a bad lap to start with, first sector. Bang his lap data on. Oh, there's Lewis.
Still out of fuel.
Still out of fuel, making his way round.
But you know, the magic of video games, you'll stay a steady 50 miles an hour even though you have no fuel.
Yeah. What's Fletcher doing there? It's not a bad lap this. Might get him up somewhere, maybe third, by the look of it. If he's had a decent last sector. Oh no, wow, he really didn't have a good last sector.
Rafa's about to start on lap. Rafa part of the blockbuster deal that was the trade between him and Froome between F2 and F3.
Oh, right. They're all just sort of cycle laps at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, we don't want you to crash, Lewis. Just set a nice fast lap. If you do crash, though, make sure you do it on stream because it's entertainment for everyone watching at home. That's all it is.
No, we want to see you do good, Lewis. You just need to lower that ballast a bit, it looks like. So back ends everywhere. And hello, Brian. Decent lap from Rafa here, I think.
Yeah, it's looking good so far. You get it through this last sector. Is he about to show why we ditched Froome?
17.5. I did notice he made it through that chicane a lot easier than everybody else. He didn't spin the tires or anything, so
Yeah.
that was a big difference.
Let's see, I mean, Cherry's on a quick lap on the super softs, but I don't know if he'll finish it off or if he's just getting a feel for it.
Well, he's on 2 on the ERS. So.
I wouldn't be looking to finish this lap, to be honest. Yeah, and he's not. Yeah. And that's why the tyres are a bit dumb for the selection around here. Would you like the harder compounds? Okay, you can have a set of mediums for qualifying. Thanks, that's just what I wanted.
Should throw some hypers in Spain.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. How are my tires on 120? You probably would have been fine, Lewis. You had that spin-ish off thing, whatever you want to call it. And you had to do the extra lap, that's why you ran out of fuel.
Yeah.
KLC just started the lap.
Yeah, so is Verstappen. They're both on super soft, so again, would guess these aren't going to be. Oh, no, wait a minute. What's he on?
Verstappen's on medium.
Fitted. Yeah, Verstappen's on mediums. Yeah. So who was it you just said started? He's on mediums as well.
Yeah.
There we go. Just remember to mute my mic every time I need to cough. How's he doing? Not bad. KLC's having a good lap as well. Oh, well, he's backed out of that one. Just don't get in the way of KLC. I don't think he did he? No. Oh, Verstappen invalidated it.
And KLC is almost out of fuel, so I don't know. He might be coming in. Oh, he's lagging.
He is going to go for it.
Third.
To third, back it all off, get back in the pits, and then slap those soft tyres on. Yeah. Cherry is out again on the super soft, so I'm guessing this is going to be another aborted lap. But he's one of only 4 cars on track, or 5 cars on track, so. I see Lewis is out there, warming up some super softs. Jerry going a bit wide then, but I don't think he'll be too fussed. Okay, I'll see, just going a bit slow at the minute there, but...
Cherry into the pits.
Here comes Cherry, so...
Cherry's a tease.
So he's probably practicing his pit entry there as well, which isn't a bad thing to do.
That's true. Because with that little walkway inside the pits there, that someone crashed in F6.
Yeah.
And that's pretty hilarious.
Oh, Lewis! He's just gone off again. Into that little S section at, is it turn 6 and 7 or something? That is not a car that looks good underneath him.
No. May have some issues in the race. Especially if he gets into dirty air.
Yeah. Let's just check this pit entry out. Oh, I think someone's taken out the pit's entry side, which is always good. But we've got a few people out there now.
And Nick's about to start a lap.
Yeah. So we've got Nick is out there, Jay is out there. Is Jay on a lap or is he? No, I think he's just starting one, isn't he?
Yeah, he should be because he was on out lap low.
Yeah. I think Nick
Actually, that's a good question, Lewis. He has to have damages on because he hasn't gotten damage on both the spins. We'll find out in turn 1.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look at this sector time. Nick 21.6, Jay's got a 21.7, so 21.7. I can't read. 21.5 it says. 21.57. So that's no good at all. I can't read. Oh, Jay's crashed. Unfortunately, we missed that, but that could be an issue, man. He's third, 4th in the title. So anyway, Nick comes through the last sector. And let's see what he posts as a target for everyone else. A 17.4. Who else is out there? Rafa looks like he's either invalidated or he's on an outlap. Let's see who else is good. KLC's on an outlap. Yeah, I think it's just going to get very active, isn't it, in a bit?
Yeah.
Oh, there goes FIFA.
FIFA 16.9.
Into the 16s.
What was the magic number they were talking about in chat? 16.5?
Was it? Oh, I got the RPM glitch on KLC's car, which is always nice. Let's have a look. Nick looks like he's going fairly quick, but he's just lost a bit of time to FIFA in the second sector. Not sure what happened to Jay, unfortunately. Didn't see that one. It might have been in the S's. Nick doesn't seem to have improved.
Yeah, exactly, Jay. Just take your time and race your race if you end up in the middle or something.
I'm not quite sure how Oogie is. Has Oogie just jumped into second place on your screen?
Yeah, why?
That was weird. He was sort of halfway around the lap. Yeah, no, he jumped into second place on my screen ages before he did that. I seem to have had a desync.
From Rafa.
Yeah, I feel like my screen seems to have desynced.
Well, on my screen, Oogie's coming up to the right-hander for the DRS section.
No, on my screen he is just coming into the left-hander. Something weird's happened then. Let's go on with Cherry anyway.
Well, he finished this lap.
Yeah.
21-4 in the first sector.
Yeah.
KLC was 16-7.
So where is Cherry on track for you now? Is he just coming into the left-right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, good. He's not desynced then.
He's about to hit the DRS zone.
Yeah. Whoa. Not a curve then. But... So this is the shot for our championship leader, QPR Beasts. He's just behind him on track, I think. So we'll flip back to Lewis after this one. But...
Slap's looking good from Cherry. Do we see a 16-6? No.
Oops. Slams into the back of Oogie. What's QPR got? P6.
Sixth.
For the other Mercedes. So we finally get to the end of qualifying.
Yeah. Time to order a pizza.
Yeah. Well, if it's anything like that other delivery that you had, then...
Oh my god.
Well,
it was snowing that day, apparently.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Standard Spain grid there. Everyone's going to start on the softs. It's KLC who's going to take pole. I don't think he's had a pole yet this season, but that's a good performance from him. Rafa, the Frome replacement. Game of Paco, Verstappen, FIFA, and then we start getting into the championship leaders. QPR Beasts, Ugo Azim and Cherry Tupai. So could be a bit of a battle in the midfield for the guys at the top of the table.
Could be interesting if they get caught up in something. Could open it up for other people to jump into the fight. And
Absolutely.
Jay made that comment in the chat where he doesn't mind starting mid-pack with the mediums or whatever. Qualified 11th, so he gets to start on whatever tire he wants.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that'll be what he's hoping for. To start on mediums and hope everyone else loses time and tyres scrapping with each other. That's the more passive of the two strategies, but when it's only 13 cars on the grid, it's not a bad one.
Lucky 13.
Yep.
And the sun's out for the start, so maybe a full drive session. Let's see. Jay's starting on the mediums, and Poe and Lewis on the softs.
Oh, Oogie has spun off on the formation lap.
Really? He's in line on my screen.
What is going on?
He's between the two Mercedes.
No, on my screen he's been spun and is now just going into turn one. So this is going to be an interesting race to try and spectate.
It happened with me and Jack the other night.
Still, what do we say? Esports ready, I think, is the saying, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you got all these fake esports teams running around, so you got a fake esports game to go with it. Yeah, yeah. Hope somebody clips that too.
It's beautiful.
You know, I think I'm just gonna keep the camera on Oogie on my end for the whole race, just to tell you where he is.
Yeah. Yes, because on my screen he is... Let's go and have a look.
He's pulling into the.
On my screen he's up to the...
He's taking his grip spot right now from me.
This start could look interesting. We'll see what happens. Because the lights are going to
Actually,
go
I
off.
wouldn't be surprised if he went through a car or something on your screen here at the beginning.
Let's see.
Alright, everybody's in their place. The lights are about to be lit.
Oh no, Ugazim is... oh, he's at the back of the grid for me, but let's see what happens.
Oh wow, it only went 4 lights and then it went for me.
Oh, this game is so broken. But anyway, that seems like a nice start so far. No one going for any Turn 1 heroics. A quick flip through the pack.
Yeah, very clean through.
Yeah. I think
Oogie's a 9th in case you're wondering.
it's all very strange.
Oh, somebody just ran to the back of Oogie.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to follow in terms of the battles, because people will just be sort of banging off each other randomly, but yeah, it's been a fairly quiet and respectful start so far for everyone. Top 6 is all as you were. I think they tend to do that, these guys. They'll start off nice and neat and respectful on the driving, and then it gets a bit hairy as the race progresses.
Yeah, they understand that the race is long and you gotta make it to the end, but
Yeah.
the closer you get, the more frantic it gets.
Yeah. So buckle yourself in, everyone. We're in for a wait for some now. There we
Poe's
go.
5 seconds off 12. I don't know what happened.
He probably, on my screen he'll have crashed with Oogie.
Oh, maybe he's the one that ran into the back of Oogie. Because I was on board with him and I heard the thud.
Let's just flip through these. So where's Oogie? Actually?
9th.
9th now.
9th between Cherry and Jay.
I could do with him having a fairly quiet race, just so we don't miss anything. 'Cause where's the battles at the minute? We got FIFA. Wow.
The From Award goes to Poe on lap 2.
Yeah, I had that one. That's an early one for that. It took longer in Russia.
Yeah.
See if Verstappen locks up, trying to defend from. It's getting close with QPR as well. This looks like where the battle is. And is Oogie just behind Cherry?
Yeah. About 7/10.
Yeah. Sadly, we won't see that one. But honestly, watch the stream back here. It'll look really funny. But
Is Oogie doing it like the 50-mile-an-hour thing for you?
no, he's driving around at normal pace. Just apparently 10 seconds or so off where he is. But when he crosses the line, presumably on your screen, as it is, it pops him up to first on mine. It's very strange.
Oh, for almost a little trigger in the chat. Yeah. The From Award.
It must be the old age. He's hard of hearing.
Poets left the session.
But let's call it a day.
Oh, at least he didn't break a wing this time.
Let's have a look. I just feel like everyone's struggling to get closer. We'll get the DRS this lap, won't we?
Yeah. Everybody's in DRS range of each other anyway, so it's
Yeah.
not like they're gonna make moves. Oh, Lewis just cut the chicane. Got 3 seconds.
The Cherry's fallen off a bit there, but Fletcher,
Taco's
QPR,
up to second.
FIFA. That's a rubbish camera angle. So Jay is the only one that started on mediums then.
Yeah. If you could get up to like 4th or 5th before everybody starts making the pit stops, he'll be in good shape.
Who's this guy just joined?
Wait, somebody just joined the lobby.
Yeah. Sam Gamer Official.
I didn't see it.
There.
I saw a 3-second penalty for somebody pop up.
Yeah.
I see somebody join.
That would have been for Fletcher, was the penalty. Let's see, though. Paco, no, he's not quite got close enough to KLC yet, but certainly seems to have the pace at the minute.
Yeah. Just putting a fast lap of the race.
Oh, that's such a bad camera. Oh, I
There's a lot of
missed.
bad camera angles here.
There are, and the Cherry is having a fight with Fletcher. Fletcher goes a bit wide. Cherry's passed, but will he be happy with that one? Can he do anything about it as well? That's the other one. Cherry, obviously, championship leader. Should have the pace once he's passed, but we'll see. And yeah, Jay's having a good start, so we're in 9th, or 10th, I guess, but he's keeping up with these guys.
Yep, he's right behind Oogie. Be interesting to see what happens when he catches Oogie, since Oogie's not where he is for you.
Yeah.
So.
He'll just look like he's driving offline for no good reason. Paco is right up behind KLC now, so if he can get a decent run out of this chicane. So I'm not sure if he did.
He's got the DRS.
Yeah, he's got
Plenty
the
of battery.
gaining. Yeah, this looks good. Can KLC defend it? Brakes late. That'll like Rafa and Verstappen had to go at each other as well, just behind. I think, yeah, but Rafa would be defending from Verstappen there, wouldn't he? And he's managed to hold him off as well. So. A bit quiet at the back. We're just watching Nick Pye and he's having a battle with Lewis. And he gets through at, I think that's can't swap the hill turn 4. I'll go with that one. Oop, went the wrong way. That's a nice shot down the main straight there of everyone. Yeah, there he goes.
Sam Gamer Official has left the session.
That's the one who I saw join. So, was there something not quite right on the lobby settings? But we're doing okay. Paco's going to have another look then at KFC. They really are terrible, the TV cameras on this one. KLC's again defending the inside.
I got helicopter cam here.
Does Gamer... He's very late on the brakes again, but I think Gamer's got him. Yep, yeah, just forces his way through around the outside, and Gamer Paco leads the race. Although on my screen it says Oogie Azim leads the race, but that'll soon sort itself.
Yeah, Oogie's chasing off Fletcher for 8.
Yeah.
Big train from 3rd to 7th.
It certainly is. And you've got the two
8th,
Mercedes.
10th, so mini train.
We'll soon find out now what the team order situation is at Mercedes. And with them both being on the same tyre as well, they're going to have to make sure they communicate that pit strategy.
Wow. Judging by the podium interview last week, they racing party together anyway, because they made a joke how they haven't seen each other in a long time when they got in.
Yeah. Let's see, can Verstappen get a run Rafa?
So, you have Oogie in like no man's land. I have Oogie in 9th. Kind of curious where Oogie is on Oogie's screen.
Yeah.
He's probably like 5th or something. Oh,
I think there's
Oogie's about to make a pass.
I think there's a gap
Pass
there.
Fletcher. Oh, Fletcher's went off track. Fletcher way off track.
Yeah.
But Oogie has gotten by him for 8th.
So yeah, apparently Oogie is in that gap there between Cherry and Fletcher.
Yes, yes he is. I'll take a screenshot right now if you want me to.
Fletcher's got Jay right behind him. Let's just go back to the gap to the leader then.
Verstappen's closing out Rafa again.
Which also isn't working.
Oh, Fletcher! Oh, Fletcher! Yep.
Well, that didn't go well. At least I was on board with him.
No, it didn't. Huh?
I was on board with Fletcher for that one. That looked nice.
That was interesting.
Yeah. That's a shame. And it's a VSC. Bit early for anyone to...
VSC. Oh, come on, F2, get good. We had 3 safety cars in F6. Come on, VSC. Chump change. Oof. Verstappen and Oogie are in the pits.
I was going to say, Oogie is... Well, I don't know if he's in the pits or not. It's just... Oogie's on the back straight, just coming up to the left-right on my screen. So, but he does have his pit lane speed limiter on. I'm going to see what his... There you go, his tyres have just changed to mediums. And he's driving off track now. Oh, wait a minute. 10th.
The limiter now.
He's in the pits. Oh, he's resynced.
Speeding for Nick under the VSC. That's unfortunate.
We have news. I think Oogie has resynced with me. Is he back? Is he just behind Lewis?
No, Lewis is in front, or Lewis is behind him by 5
Lewis,
seconds.
oh, well, he's got closer. He's closer on track to where he should be.
Yeah, Oogie's 4 seconds behind Verstappen.
Right.
And apparently we're green again. And Gamer Paco's up to 3-second lead now after the VSC.
Yeah. So where's the fights at the minute? It's like FIFA. It's still this train for 3rd place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which indeed Jay is liking. So it's 8.5 seconds off the lead on the slower tyre.
Yeah, like I said, if you can get into 4th or 5th before all the pits go down. Okay, some interesting words in the chat there by Josh.
Yeah, well.
Nick's into the pits to serve his stop-go. Or drive-through, actually.
Let's just...
Speaking of drive-throughs, there was a guy in the F6 race. He went to surf his drive-through, and apparently he did it a lap too late because as he crossed the line while in the pits, it disqualified him.
Just started a bit of kicking off in the chat there, but we don't have swear words if we can avoid it. This was a PG show, isn't it? If you want swearing, you go to F1.
Lewis has gotten by Nick. Nick had it off. He's trying to nurse the car until the grass gets off the tires.
So, there we go. Lewis has a little off. Everything goes wrong on the timing screens while it thinks Suzuki's crossed the line. There's still this 4-car battle for third. It's the one to keep an eye on. Lovely helicopter shot on it. Ooh. QPR beasts with the time penalty. It was interesting just to see the lines then. FIFA was much more aggressive across that curb than everyone else was, so he's obviously comfy.
Oh no!
Cherry just about gets away with that one.
Yeah. I was on board for him for that. Nice save, Cherry. Keeps his race intact.
Yeah.
I don't know if he meant to pit, but it worked out in his favor.
I think it was probably a late decision. You might say, you imagine that Lewis would have told him, but maybe not. But.
I think. Because what the softs could go about 15-ish. Ooh, FIFA just had a wobble through trying to go through Poe's ghost car. How much of an undercut is KLC going to get in pocket?
Yeah, something to watch out for. Let's see wonder if Lewis is going to pit then this time around. No, he does not. He's going to go for an overcut on FIFA.
QPR into the lead. Jane right behind him. Going into turn one. No, Oogie's jumping all over the grid for me now. He just went from 5th to 9th to 5th to 4th.
He's currently first on my screen, but we shall see what happens.
Now.
So where is everyone? Oh, so Cherry's jumped FIFA, and it's currently battling for Lewis. Nick Pine has got out.
Yeah, I think he had enough.
And Cherry's right on Rafa as well, so... Again, this is all the battling that Jay wants them to be doing as well, isn't it? So they've come out at the same part of the world.
Yeah.
QPR beats.
Jay would probably be good for another 6 laps, I'd say.
Yeah, I thought so.
We had so many safety cars on Saturday, I was tempted to take the mediums long enough where I could just go to supers to the end.
Let's watch the QPR is. And he will drop behind everyone. So he's on the youngest tyres, but lost track position.
The hell? Oh, Oogie's heading off. He's in 10th now. He's spun.
Oh, he's left. Oh, now it tells me he's in 10th. I've got his camera right now. Oh, there he is.
Oh, Oogie.
Anyway.
You're still in the points. Pose a lap and a half down. Four Carters all in the DRS. Whoa! Big move from FIFA. Forces Lewis way wide.
Oh, there he goes. I thought he was going to hit. He does hit that curve hard there.
It does. Ooh, Paco's by Verstappen.
Yep. Let's see what's going down this main straight. So the one I'm watching at the minute is just that gap from J to everyone else. Looks like Paco is closing in a bit, but
Oogie's CPU is pitting for some god awful reason. Back to the softs. Oh, and a new wing.
that must be Poe's ghosted car that they're all going through. Some people might benefit from DRS on that. In fact, yeah, FIFA does. But I suppose he would have got it anyway.
Yeah, Lewis definitely got it too.
So Verstappen's nowhere near them going down the main straight, so let's see what's going on here. FIFA's going to try and get a toe from Cherry. It's closing slowly. I don't think he's going to get there. It'll be an almighty lunge, but I think it's better of that idea.
Cherry dipping the tire in the grass there.
This one's been a bit of a come down to earth performance for the championship leaders so far. They've certainly struggled today. Other people have been more comfy around Spain.
Still only halfway through the race though.
Yeah. Well, FIFA really does hit that hard. They've certainly been made to work for this more than they have so far. What is the constructors' standings while we're here?
Mercedes by a mile.
The Mercedes by a mile. the McLarens, so you got Rafa and Oogie. Oogie's gone off. Toro Rosso's, Jay's having a good race for them, isn't he? So that's good. Oh, that's an interesting time penalty for FIFA to get.
I didn't see him do anything wrong.
He just ran wide a bit up the hill, didn't he? Let's see, QPR Beast is now right behind Lewis. Jay is losing
Lewis
a
is
little.
outside DRS range.
And Cherry just evens up, so that's most of the people in that big battle for third. Oh, what I imagine will be fourth. Jay's having a good run, isn't he? But in that big battle, most of the people there are evening up penalties as well. So they'll do it on track.
And when Jay pits, though, he's going to come out in 9th. It's going to take him quite a while to work through that.
Yeah, it'll be more than 20 seconds, won't it, the gap? So yeah, QPR's 18 seconds behind him. So.
Cherry got by FIFA.
I guess another one.
Yeah. Well, I was on board with QPR. I saw somebody went off the track and came back on, so might have been Cherry.
QPR also got past Lewis. So. Other than the penalty, good few corners for Mercedes.
It's 2 extra points for the constructors right there.
I was trying to work out where this is going from. Verstappen's got himself in the mix here, hasn't he? But he did have an early pit stop, so it's whether he can make those mediums go all the way. I'm sure they'll reach it, but it's whether he loses his performance towards the end of it.
They cut from FIFA.
So you've just gone straight on at the chicane.
Yeah. Oh, Kelsey's catching Verstappen.
Kelsey, that's a brave move.
Oh no!
Another contact. Ooh.
Well, from point of view of KLC, there was contact that sent Verstappen to half spin.
Yeah.
But when I went back on Verstappen, he was going straight, so I don't know.
I'm guessing he's not planning on giving that place back anytime soon.
No, he's already checked out.
Yeah.
Verstappen was weaving behind him.
In fact, Rafa looks like he's catched up to Verstappen as well. So.
QPR is catching FIFA.
Yeah.
FIFA's just outside DRS range too, so QPR could have a good chance at him here. Well, if he didn't spin.
Oh, well, yes, that would have helped. And Jay is pitted. So I think, as you said, wasn't it, another 6 laps?
Yeah.
And yeah, he will come out in 9th.
He's on the fastest and freshest tires, so we'll see how he could chip away now. And if he does make it back to the podium, he does not have a mic, so we want to invite him. Waited for him last week, and I got a message after saying that he didn't have a mic.
Yeah, so he's... second and a half behind Lewis. And he'll just be putting the pedal down. Let's go back to Rafa though. He's getting very close to Verstappen. Just seems to struggle to get the power down then, so we're getting a bit of DRS, bit of overtake. He's gonna have to leave it in there if he fancies it this time. He's going to. Oh, that was. I think Verstappen would be furious if he got done twice with the same move. And Jay's already up on Lewis, so those are quick tyres.
Yeah.
Lewis runs wide, that almost let him by then. That was one of the easier passes he'll get.
Oh, maybe not. Okay, now he's through.
Yeah, there wasn't much point coming back at him from there, was there, with those tyres? But
No. And just latch onto the back one and try to follow him through the field as he goes. That was my game plan Saturday with Juho. On the last restart, he was 10th, I was 11th, and I just latched onto him.
oh, Rafa's had a moment coming out the top of the hill. Jay actually has got right up onto QPRB straight away, so I think it looks like he's going to make fairly short work of that midfield.
Yeah, QPR is outside the DRS range here too, so if he gets a better exit, it should be an easy move into one.
Verstappen's gone defensive.
Jacobs, 19-3. Yeah. There goes Jay. Lewis not even going to try to defend that, he knows.
No. Yeah.
So not bad. Jay picking off a car lap. That will get him up to the front pretty quick.
Certainly will.
With pretty fresh tires to try to get the last couple of gaps.
Yeah. Up next is FIFA. It's already within a second of him.
And they're about to come up to another DRS street.
Yeah. Where it might get awkward actually is this one for 3rd, 4th and 5th, because there are 3 cars. Cherry's caught up to Rafa as well now. So he should pick off FIFA fairly easily, Jay. But
yeah.
But then after that,
he ran out of straight.
He'll probably still make it past reasonably easily, but there's a lot closer battle between those cars ahead. So.
Yeah, he'll get him here on the straight.
Yeah. Let's see what Lewis can do, because he might try and follow Jay through.
As much. Ooh.
There goes FIFA
on
running
the
wide.
outside of turn 2. There's so much more grip on those softs.
There it is, isn't there? And yeah, Lewis is going to have a look at FIFA, I think.
Yeah, just like I said.
Lovely driving that.
Here, slash on the J, follow him through the field.
FIFA's keeping it in there. Not going to make it too easy for Lewis. They're going to go side by side in this one, but yeah, Lewis keeps it in there more. Nicely done.
Yes. And smart of FIFA and respectful to back out a bit there to make sure no one had an issue. Alright, so let's see how long it takes Jay to catch 3 seconds to Cherry.
Yeah.
While the 3 cars battle up there.
I'll try and keep an eye on FIFA as well, because he might fancy QPR down the main straight as well. In fact, Lewis is catching up to them as well. So Rafa.
There's reports in the chat that FIFA has wing damage, but on my screen he has a full wing, so. And he's about to make a move on Lewis. Whoa! Talk about a fake.
Oof. I just saw FIFA going very deep into turn 1.
He went to the outside and quickly went back to the inside as QPR went to block the outside. So he had the inside for turn 1 and drove it too deep. Jay's almost taken a whole second out of that in the line bridge.
So they're coming up to the ghosting car of... Oh, it's Poe's ghosting car, isn't it? This battle for 3rd.
Poe's gotta be like 5 laps down by now, jeez.
Oh, it's got a lovely helicopter shot, and you saw how much Jay's catching up to them. Into the main straight once more. Verstappen goes defensive.
Oh, he's just out of range to get that cheap DRS off the Poe. That would have helped him big time there.
Oh, Rafa's gone for it. He's been pushed off a bit. Cherry's just not quite had the run there. It was as Rafa was recovering from the battle with Verstappen.
Yeah.
He just came back on track. Someone's saying FIFA 100% has wing damage. That certainly helped Jay though, that fight. Let's see if we can spot any wing damage on FIFA on the outside shot.
I mean, I can send a screenshot, but he has no wing damage on my screen.
I can't see anything.
He's rev limiter the whole way around the track, so I'll get off of him now.
Let's go to Verstappen.
Yeah, in the chat before the race, they were talking about how KLC didn't need practice because he's so fast here, faster than everybody else. Gamer Pocket was proving why we still do the races.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe Cherry's got a run on Rafa. Oh, that's a late.
No!
That's a late one. Oh, that was close. Oh.
I didn't see exactly what happened there. I was on Jake Text on board for that, and it was quite a bit away. But
so Rafa had a nice bit of blocking going on down the straight, and he just moved back to the racing line towards the braking zone. I think it just caught Cherry out a bit later than Cherry would have been expecting, and now Jay's within a second of them.
look on Bullshit spun on the last lap in F1. Oh yeah, we had a restart. I'm like, how'd they finish before us?
Yeah. Oh, we've got ages to go yet before we get that sweet release of the checkered flag.
Yes, and then I could go to bed to work on my night off.
I don't think anyone's making a move this time round.
Jason zero strength to Cherry, so this could get interesting soon.
Yeah. Rafa has caught back up to Verstappen, just running a bit wide up the hill.
Jay's 9 seconds off the lead with 7 laps to go.
Yeah. Oh, I think we might be in for a bit of a treat of fighting here as well for him. Where is Oogie? Oogie disconnected, unfortunately.
Well,
we're having all sorts.
Similar Oogie is just a bad question anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Oogie was somewhere on the track on my screen. He had desynced, I think, so.
Lewis says pit for the supers to go for fastest lap.
Well, why not? This fight has kind of eased off for the minute, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, during like 100 lap old tires.
Yeah. I think this is where Verstappen's tyres might be struggling because he's at 19 laps now. Rafa, is he going to leave that one in there? Here's a little bit of contact. That's... yeah, you can't get up that hill at all, can he?
Oh, I think Rafa just ran to the back one. Oh, Cherry!
Cherry's getting interested.
Oh, he just pushed Rafa off just a bit. Nothing too major.
And just as I say it just eased off. They're going at it again.
Oh, Rafa through the gravel, Cherry spin. Is it a spin? No, he saves it.
Not sure, but Jay's got through, hasn't he now? That's one of them done. Yeah,
I was just gonna say it.
Frome's claiming fourth at the minute.
There you go. Just like Brazil, McLaren was fourth.
Yeah.
And second.
I don't know how much longer it's going to stay in fourth.
Not very. A hell of a drive by Rafa, though.
Yeah, very good drive.
When he came up from F3 and saw the speed last week, he said something like he had no chance, but yeah, he's proven he could run up with a front here.
Certainly can. Not sure who's off the track in Sector 3.
I'm going to guess Lewis.
Yeah, probably. He's going for the fastest lap. He's the one that's sort of in that part of the track. Cherry's got another penalty.
If he keeps racking them up, QPR will be the points leader.
Oh, that was an aggressive move.
I was on board with Jay, and he kind of like lost the back end. Did Cherry hit him?
Yeah.
No harm.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, on these penalties, I think Cherry might well drop below FIFA. Unless FIFA drops back too much, but yeah, that's what we are now.
He will
we
not
are.
get points.
No, he will not. 8 finishes then.
He missed it. No, Lewis, you need to complete 30 laps. It's 90%. You missed it by a lap. Actually, all you had to do was finish the lap you were on. Yep. FFS for sure.
I was getting a lot of sympathy in the chat for that, which is nice to see.
If I'm not mistaken, Poe's like 3 laps behind Lewis anyway, so Lewis still might finish 10th. Because they're both ghosted. And obviously the ghost is not gonna kick. Oh wait, no. Alright, he's DNF. Don't mind me. And yes, Prego is right. Verstappen is new to league racing, so.
Yeah. He's doing a very good job, isn't he? 22 lap old mediums. These guys can't seem to get through it now.
Let's just hope he doesn't get a puncture on like the front stretch and slams the wall and comes back across the track.
Or if that happens, let's hope all with him or something. 'Cause that's the sort of thing you want to see. If it's going to happen. You don't want to see it happen, but if it does happen, you want to see it happen.
I mean, last time we raced at Spain on a legit race that wasn't preseason, do you remember that one in F4 where I believe Haig had a puncture, was leading, come through the last lap, and all hell broke loose?
Oh yes, yeah. Yes,
if I'm not mistaken, I think Grumpy went from like 7th to 3rd on that last corner.
Yeah, I nicked a spot from Josh, who was my teammate, because I was trying to hold back because I knew he had a penalty, and I think I took it by 1/10 of a second from him or something.
Oh jeez. It looks like Jay's tires have died.
They have.
And not sure he's coming back at him.
Cherry's gonna have a look. Oh, Rafa's.
Oh, Rafa.
Look at Verstappen. I got a lovely helicopter shot on that one. And Cherry has got past Jay, so I think Jay's in the back of his tyres. All that is a bit in vain with Cherry, because he does have those penalties. Just remind everyone who's leading. Oh no, Verstappen gets a 3-second penalty. And all that hard work he's done has just got undone. Oh, Cherry! Job he's done there. He's just sent that. It's benefited massively.
And Jay just forces his way through and up to 30 goes.
That was a clumsy move, that. They're on their nose to tail. What's going on? They're all shoving each other. So having said that, we've now got Jay up in third, Verstappen fourth, QPR Beast fifth, Cherry 2 Pie sixth, and Rafa down in seventh, having been looking good to try and get third. This week I will try and watch the leader as he goes across the line. It's going to be my goal at some point to actually watch the leader across the line this season.
You know, I missed it last week too. It's just a trying to have to.
In fact, we should just make that a thing. We just don't watch the leaders.
It's like, yeah, he's up there somewhere.
No, we're doing fine. It's his own fault for being 10 seconds ahead. There's a big battle going on behind him as Verstappen's getting... And Rafa's just left-footed on Cherry. We've got a bit of a battle going on at the back as well. I'm going to try and flick to it, but oh, Cherry's just left-footing on Rafa. And they're having a fight. I've missed the leader again, but there's too much going on at the back. And QPR Beasts, Verstappen are having a fight. Cherry's trying to send one in on Rafa. There's a lot going on at the back here. And
now see what penalties do for this.
So Rafa
fourth,
gets
Verstappen
fourth.
fifth. QPR beats Cherry, so they'll be tied in points now.
Yeah.
Check it, with another podium.
You're not wrong there. That's Praga, isn't it, Lewis Marshall? But yeah.
Yes.
We did say, if you go back earlier in the stream, we did say it's a slow burner, F2. It was very respectful the first lap, but it does tend to kick off at some point, and they made it last until the very last sector. So, congratulations then, Gamer Paco, on a good win. Sorry we didn't... Andrea Roger, whoever that is.
Who are these random people that keep joining the lab?
Good racer and gamer. We didn't really see much of him. He's sort of very quietly gone about that win.
Yeah, we saw him get by KLC on like lap 6 or 7, and he drove off into the distance.
Oh, excellent! On my screen, I just had a Ben Daly and an ex-Matty G on my screen.
So we will get KLC and Gamer Paco into the chat since Jay does not have a microphone.
There's your results then. So it's Gamer Paco, 10 seconds ahead of KLC. Jay with that alternate strategy from 11th up to 3rd. Great race from him. Rafa making a good showing there for the McLaren, showing he's more than capable of filling in for Mr. Frome. Verstappen, saying on his league racing debut, another great race. Just a shame about that penalty towards the end, but he's had a good fight. That's the two Mercedes of QPR and Cherry 6th and 7th. FIFA rounded off your finishers in 8th. So another solid turnout, but a good race in the end.
Oh, KLC can't do interviews, so it looks like we're just interviewing Gamer, if he decides to pop in.
Yeah. I got an interesting sight of Oogie's car driving all over the place with a bit of desync, so that's good to see. Good to throw that in. And what was he driving? It was a Renault, wasn't it? If he does come in.
Paco, yeah. So they're talking about that dive bomb by Cherry there. Would that be classified as a cherry bomb?
Touche.
Does it appear that Paco's coming? Guess we could wrap up.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way, doesn't it? We'll give him another minute or two, but not, who would you give your driver of the day to?
I go with Jacotex. He worked patiently through the field. He was on alternate strategy and everybody else doing. He started on the mediums, and he drove through good on the softs until he had a wall before the cherry bomb.
Yeah.
But that's well-deserved third place for him today.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think that's to say some of the other guys, that Rafa and Verstappen, were they both making their debuts in F2, both had a good show, didn't they? So, or did Rafa race last week?
He raced last week, yeah.
He raced last week, yeah.
First race.
Never mind, he can do it quickly. All right, we'll wrap it up there. I think we don't need to force interviews, do we, if there's no one around? So. Oh, in fact, there he is.
There he is.
Hello.
Hello. Well, your Just Cause is about to wrap up, so we can have some quick interviews.
So, was it second place?
Yeah, second.
I think. Yeah. I already forgot. She's being old. so qualified on the pole, and everyone picked you in the chat to be the favorite here. 'Cause your practice times were so big. Did that put added pressure on you today going into the race?
Well, I didn't. I only did practice for qualifying stints and not the race stints, so I wasn't really expecting anything big. But I'm happy to come away with second place.
Yeah, it was a good race. I think so. I think a lot of the action happened behind you. We sort of watched an awful lot of the battle. It was kind of went from third to eighth, didn't it? The train in the end. So did that just sort of help you keep the gap once Paco had got past you, just to take it sort of fairly gently?
Yeah, I was hoping that everyone would battle behind me, at least on the first lap, but Rafa let Paco through, and Paco was able to pull away from me once he overtook me. But then the battle behind that was just able to keep me in front because I had no pace from the last 5 laps.
Yeah, it all sort of kicked off towards the end there. So if you go watch the stream back, just watch the end of it, because there's an awful lot of following nose to tail.
Yeah, well.
But we got a good view of the what Matt's dubbing the cherry bomb. So.
Yes. But last question before we wrap up is, next week is Monaco, and I've seen your trial time there. How confident are you for Monaco?
Not really. I think it's all about consistency, not really about pace. I'll probably end up crashing into the barrier at some point, but I hope that I can at least finish the race and come away with some decent points.
Oh yeah, just F2 in Monaco. If you're gonna have a guess, how many finishes do you think there'll be?
5.
5.
more than F6 for sure.
Right, so are we all done? We can call it tonight.
Congratulations again.
Yeah, congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Enjoy the champagne, and it says we'll see everyone next week for Monaco, which should be an experience. Let's call it that. Till then, thank you very much everyone for watching. Thank you, Matt, for joining me again.
No problem.
And we'll see you all soon.